Did you know that more than 500,000 people go to the ER each year due to kidney stones? And about 10% of people will have a kidney stone at some point in their lives. March is National Kidney Month, so this morning we're learning more about the signs and symptoms of kidney stones. We have Dr. Jared Winokur and Crystal Jefferson with us this morning to share more. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Of course. So, Dr. Winokur, let's just start with you. What are kidney stones and what symptoms should people look for?
Sure. So kidney stones are actual rocks. They're rocks made of the minerals that are typically dissolved in your urine within your kidney. And when they block your kidney, you can get some pretty severe symptoms. Of course, you can have flank pain, sometimes described as the worst pain in the world. You can have blood in the urine. You may even have fevers or nausea and vomiting. It's also worth noting that some stones don't cause symptoms. We may detect them incidentally if you have a CAT scan or a sonogram for another reason, which is wonderful because it gives us a potential opportunity to treat them before they cause problems. And to echo your point, they're extremely common. 1 in 10 people will be affected by a kidney stone in their lifetime, and that affects people of all ages and genders.
So tell us, what treatment options are available today, and how is the new, is it CVAC system changing
Correct.
the patient experience?
Yeah, so in general, we have a number of really great, very minimally invasive treatments to treat kidney stones. Unfortunately, the way these treatments are designed and the anatomy, that they're designed to break up the stone, but not necessarily remove all of the pieces left over. And if these pieces are left behind, they can cause problems for patients. Some of the great technology we have is highlighted by the CVAC system. It's this all-in-one, minimally invasive treatment that's inserted into the kidney without any incisions. We're able to effectively break up the stone. And at the same time, what's really great about it is we can actually suction out, we can vacuum out all of those pieces that we're creating to render the kidney clear of anything that could cause problems in the future. And so for me, it's really been a game changer in my practice and for my patients.
Now, Crystal, can you tell us about your experience living with kidney stones?
I'm happy to tell you about my experience. In 2009, I did go to the emergency room, vomiting and in excruciating pain. I passed kidney stones, but I still was plagued by kidney stones for years. I couldn't stand up for long periods of time. I couldn't drive for long periods of time. I knew something was wrong, and I sought out Dr. Winokur, a specialist in this area.
Now, what was it like undergoing treatment with the CVAC system, and what would you tell others going through this?
The procedure went, as Dr. Winokur explained, it was 2 hours. After the procedure, my recovery was quick. I would tell people, don't be afraid to seek out new options and new treatments, and definitely see a doctor if you experience any of those symptoms.
Wow, great advice. So can you tell us, where can we go to learn more, Dr. Winokur?
Of course, I'd always recommend starting with a healthcare professional such as a urologist, but if you're looking to find more information on your own, there's a wonderful website called Sure with CVAC, where you can learn not only about the CVAC system, but about kidney stone treatments in general.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, both of you, in sharing the symptoms, risks, and treatment, that CVAC treatment when dealing with kidney stones. Great information.
Thank you.
Thank you.